guys, Ultimate Toy Collector here at New York Comic Con 2018. I'm here with Brian Walters at the DC Collectibles booth. He is the senior art director of some of the amazing stuff that's behind us. Brian, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, about 45 figures in to the Batman Animated Series line, and what we wanted to do was help you fill out your sets and your dioramas. So Batman Expressions Pack came out last year. That was extremely successful for us. So we're following up with the Joker that comes out next month, and Harley Quinn a little later in the year. And we work with Warner Animation all the time to make sure these are aesthetically perfect as we can get them. So the control art and the storyboards, they had all of these expressions kind of drawn out on a page, so we just decided to pull that straight off the page, as well as a lot of these accessories, and it allows you to build out your scenes in so many different ways. So in addition to releasing, the Batmobile a few years ago, the Batwing and the Batcave just this past fall, you can use all those items and create these dioramas. And if you look down below, you can see some of the things you can do with all these great accessories with Harley Quinn, Batman, the Joker, and all the other figures we've released. So it's really exciting, and that's we're going to keep pushing forward with the Batman the Animated Series.
And Harley is slated for release.
Yeah, August of 2018. The Joker is next month in March of 2018, and Batman is already out in stores.
Okay, and so Harley, if you look right here, it almost looks like her face is injected.
Right. So we use an original skin color, which she of course has a white face, but it still gets you that translucent, but adds a lot of depth to the figure. So it's something you can't always get it with paint. So by using that technique, it just gets you a lot of depth in the face. So we're happy to introduce our DC Essentials line. We kind of had a sneak peek at San Diego Comic-Con, but this returns us to our larger scale, closer to 7 inches. Lots of great articulation. They come out in waves of 4. So Batman and Deathstroke, Reverse Flash and Flash, or Flash and Reverse Flash rather, those come out this summer in July. A $26 price point, so we've been able to reduce the price a little bit to make it more approachable, and they'll come with their character-specific accessories. So Deathstroke will come with his sword, and the Aquaman down below will come with his trident. The second wave includes Aquaman and Black Manta, as you see there, and then over to the left you'll see Superman and Brainiac, and Superman includes his Action Comics 1000 costume, which was only revealed just a few weeks ago, but we were able to work it into this figure. And these guys come out in September of 2018. Really exciting. Lots of great posing that you can get out of these figures. The articulation joints, maybe not as many as we've had in the past, but you're able to get a lot more out of the joints that are in play here. There's a lot more range of motion, and we're really excited about that.
I really like looking at Superman and Brainiac there. It almost looks like Brainiac's boxing with Superman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
the poses are very dynamic.
Yeah, we've been reposing these kind of all weekend long here, as just as fans of toys, we just can't help ourselves. So the poses have been evolving, but yeah, super fun. You can get a lot out of these figures.
Now, as far as accessories, you said they're going to come with their basic accessories like the trident, the
tridents, batarangs, swords, things of that nature, but not all sorts of crazy hands and whatnot. Just we've been able to lower the price point, so we scaled back some of the accessories, but the ones that are core to the characters, we're obviously including those.
So you just touched on something that I wanted to say, hands, alternate hands, or like the effects. Like Flash with like the speed effects, those we will not be seeing.
Not currently. Not currently. Yeah.
Okay. To keep at that price point.
Exactly. Yeah. We want to make this really approachable, really giftable. A good entry-level line for fans.
The detail and the articulations there. These look awesome.
Yeah, and at the larger scale, you do get a lot of great detail. Our articulation joints are stronger, so it really offers a lot for us and fans.
Okay. And over here I see we have...
So Doomsday Clock, all the rage from Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. What's fun for us is this is the first time we've been able to release Doomsday Clock, Watchmen comic-inspired action figures. We made the movie figures years ago based on the Zack Snyder film, but this is the first time we're doing comic-inspired Watchmen figures. So you'll see there the comedian and Marionette. Marionette's a brand new character that has appeared in the comic book. They'll come as a 2-pack in November of 2018. Next door is Rorschach and Mime. Mime, another new character. Those will come out in October of 2018, and Rorschach will come with his accessories of alternate hands and his classic grappling gun. You'll see his Rorschach mask there, which is great. And then over to his left, Ozymandias and Dr. Manhattan. Those come out in September of 2018. All of these are at a $50 price point. They come as 2-packs. And what's great is the comic book's going to run all year, so they'll come out while the comic book is still going on, which is really exciting. And they share the DC Essentials articulation, so they'll have all that great movement and the really exciting posing you'll be able to get out of these figures.
And they look to be about the same scale. So
yeah, same scale, so that will all fit together, exactly. Okay. And as we move up to the next line here, what we're really excited about is DC Core, which is our new PVC statue line at a 9-inch scale, so it'll fit in with CoverGirls and Bombshells and Gotham City Garage and so forth. But these are PVC, so they're less breakable, and they come in at a much more approachable price of $50, which is great. So the line starts out with the Joker, then Batman, Wonder Woman, and Batgirl, as you're seeing there. Wonder Woman deflecting bullets off her bracelets there. They all have character-specific bases, so Wonder Woman stands on that shield that you see there, Batman on his bat symbol, and the Joker on a ha-ha-ha base. So the Joker comes out in August, the Batman in September, and Wonder Woman and Batgirl in November. And if you pan over to Batgirl when you get a chance, you'll see she stands on a cell phone base like the Batgirl Burnside always has her cell phone with the Oracle symbol on the screen there. So that's a fun little nod as well. So we're really excited about this line. Great for a younger fan, less breakable, lower price point, great for a bookshelf or a desk or something like that. But lots of great detail at this scale. This is our DC Designer Series statue line. We're getting pretty deep into this line. Basically, we're taking our famous artists and letting them do what they're most famous for. So this is Michael Turner, Supergirl, based on the cover from years ago. Absolutely stunning statue, sculpted by Irene Matar. Really exciting piece at a 12-inch scale, $150 price point. Comes out this fall. Really exciting. The cape is beautiful. The hair, tons of motion. Just really great. Right next to it is Superman by Jim Lee. This is a sculpt in progress, but we wanted to show it because it's going to feature the Action Comics 1000 costume, which just came out a few weeks ago. So Jim revealed this just the other day. He's been working with us hand in hand on the art direction. So we're hoping to nail Jim Lee's style, as I think you can see here. A 12-inch figure, Jim Lee, Action Comics 1000. That's going to come out winter 2018, early 2019. We'll keep you updated on that in-store date. Down below, Dark Knight Metal has been a huge hit for the company. We're partnering with editorial by doing this Greg Capullo, a Dark Knight Metal Batman statue. We debuted this at San Diego Comic-Con. Again, $150 price point. That comes in this summer. So if you haven't ordered it, go to your local retailer. It's really incredible, based on the first promo image that came out for Metal, as you see there on your screen. And over to the right, DC Designer Series, Red Hood by Kenneth Rocafort. 12-inch statue. Kenneth's great run on Red Hood and the Outlaws. We love his artwork. What's great about it, the way he colors his artwork and he inks his artwork. We were able to get a custom sketch from him for this statue. It's really, really incredible. The candy-coated helmet, the shield, or a symbol on the base is also in that same red, super shiny. In the paint deco, we tried to match the way his art appears in the comic books. So I think when you see this in person, it's really, really stunning. So keep an eye out for more detail on that statue. Back up top here, we have the Trinity statue by Jason Fabok. He did Trinity #1 variant cover. So this is a $395 statue. It comes out in the fall. Just iconic Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. It's just a great piece for the famous trio. Really incredible. Lots of great detail. Jason Fabok works with us all the time on art direction, as he's such a big fan of collectibles like the rest of us. Black Lightning, certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Great show. If you haven't tuned in, you should start watching. Cress Williams, the actor, he approved his own sculpt and loves it. He's over the moon. He can't wait to get his hands on it. But based on the TV show, this lines up with all of our other DC TV statues. So if you have Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Jim Gordon from Gotham, this will fit in right into that world. 12-inch scale. Really, really great.
Now, does this light up, or is that just the way the lighting is hitting here?
Yeah, there's some reflective or glossy surfaces, so it doesn't light up per se, but we're trying to emulate that as much as we can. So if you have little lights in your bookshelves or something, it should pick up that reflection, which is a really nice touch.
Because it looks just like it right now, like you said. It looks like it has like a glow effect to it.
Yeah, and the translucent lightning here in his hand is really kind of cool as well. Down below, we're introducing a 7-inch version of the DC Designer Series statues. So here you'll see a Jim Lee 3-pack, a great collector set for gifting somebody in the holidays. So you'll have Superman, Wonder Woman, and and Batman, all designed by Jim Lee. Really great statues. They were released as solo statues years ago in their own line. So Batman appeared in Batman Black and White, Wonder Woman appeared in The Art of War Wonder Woman, Superman appeared in Man of Steel, but we're bringing them all together for a collector set. And on the bottom of the base, you'll see that we're including Jim Lee's signature on the bottom, so that's a really nice touch. So yeah, that comes out this winter, 2018. And then next door, you'll see DC Designer Series, The Joker by Brian Ballin. This was a 12-inch statue that sold out instantly, but we brought it down to 7 inches to offer it a lower price point as it was so successful, and it's a really stunning piece and emulates the cover so well. And in addition to that, we have a new statue, Batman by Brian Ballin, at the 7-inch scale. That's a unique statue and a great companion piece for the Joker. That comes out in August of 2018. Just a really great piece, pulled straight from the pages of the famous comic book.
So these, 4 of the 5 statues on the bottom, you said were previously released, and these ones are scaled down.
Right.
From the original.
They were the Jim Lee pieces. Those were not scaled down. Those are in the same scale as they were before. The Joker was a 12-inch statue that was scaled down to a 7-inch, so we could offer it a lower price point. It's a more of a deskable item now, and great for a bookshelf as well, because shelf space is premium these days for us collectors, right? So Batman, we did it at 7-inch scale, so you'd have a nice companion piece for that. That's an original sculpt. So this is our new DC Gallery line, and it's a line that it's meant to hold kind of statement pieces and props. And the most terrifying thing we have is this 1-to-1 scale bust by Rick Baker, the 7-time Oscar award-winning special effects artist. Is working on any number of horror movies, but other movies like Men in Black and Gremlins. Super famous, a really great guy. He's crossed our paths a number of times, and our design director, Jim Fletcher, he reached out to him to just kind of say, look, would you be willing to do this, a 1-to-1 scale Joker? We won't art direct you, we won't get in the way. Just want to see what you do with the Joker, something you haven't really done anything with before. And this is what he came back with, which is terrifyingly beautiful, but just the detail in the face, the paint deco, the eye deco, when you can play around with lighting, there is so much depth to this statue. It's just really amazing. It's going to be a limited edition to 200, so it's going to be a special item, but what's even cooler about it is going to be pulled from the molds that Rick was using, so it's really a special thing. You're only one step away from what Rick was sculpting on. So that'll come out in the fall of 2018. We're also getting into props here, which we haven't done in quite some time, but that's a Two-Face coin, which here, I'll flip it for you. So you got the shiny side here, and 1942, the date for the first appearance of Two-Face, and then the charred side here. It's got some really good weight to it. Not legal tender, of course, but if you can't figure out what restaurant you want to go to, you can use your coin for that. That comes out in the summer of 2018, and then down below we have a Joker cane, which is more like a walking stick, which is how the Joker uses it from time to time. But this is designed by DC Collectibles, but it's going to be appearing in comics as well. So you look for it on covers and whatnot. Metal handle, really nice and sturdy. Not to be used for medical reasons, but definitely if you're a cosplayer or you just want to have props around, this is really great. This is also the cane that appears in the PVC Joker statue that we talked about earlier. So some synergy across our lines here, but really nice piece.
Used to beat people with either.
No, don't do that. We wouldn't want that. But really great side profile. You can see the face here and the J shape that it makes. Just really really cool design. So look for that later this year. It comes out in the summer of 2018. $125. So this moves over to Bombshells. Bombshells is our fan favorite line. Just been a huge success for us. We're really happy with it. The first two figures here, this is the Joker and Harley Quinn. They were a statue first. The artwork you can see behind there. That statue sold out so fast that we wanted to offer it as a 2-pack to recreate that cover. It was a variant cover as well when there were Bombshell variant cover months. This comes out in fall, a $60 price point. It comes with the smiling Harley head, but also the kissing Harley head. You can't just release one, so we're giving you both. And those alternate hands that you see there. The bases are just for display purposes only for our show here, but they stand great. You'll see them in person later this year. They're really excited about it. Moving along, Joker's daughter appeared on a variant cover during the variant cover month. A way of getting another Joker character into the line, yet it's unique, and she stands on her own. Sculpted by Tim Miller. Really fun design. The Joker mask inspired by Dick Sprang a little bit, so that's fun, of Joker fame. You see a lot of that great detail. That comes out this fall, just after Halloween, so that's a good timing there. Next to that, we have our couple statues. So we do one of those a year in the Bombshell line, and they typically come out in the fall. And it's a way of getting some of our mainstream characters back and also working in the heroes. So Batman with Catwoman. Catwoman, the original statue, sold out instantly. So we're able to introduce this fun statue here at Toy Fair, and you'll see that Catwoman has stolen the keys to the Batmobile right out of Batman's utility belt. So that's a fun little nod. That's coming in October of this year at $250. So that's a really fun piece. And then next to that, we have the Wonder Woman Deluxe statue. So we released the Harley Quinn on a Bomb Deluxe statue last year, and that was our way of we want to revisit these characters while at the same time giving you something new. So Wonder Woman climbing a tank, ricocheting bullets off of her shield. Really heroic moment here with the sword in the air. That comes out this summer at $200. Really great piece, sculpted by Chris Dahlberg. We'll go down below here. CoverGirl's line has been an ongoing line, has been running for a long time. It's featured various artists from Adam Hughes to Stanley Lau. Joel Jones is the current artist on this line, and she's just injected so much fun and energy into these statues. They're just great. Harley Quinn we revealed earlier this year along with Supergirl. You saw maybe at San Diego Comic-Con. Just really great statues. And then next to that, Gotham City Garage. Really successful line for us. We've only been able to release one statue a year because they've been on the more expensive side with Batgirl next door. She's on the bike, but we're going to be releasing solo statues that kind of have elements of the world in it, and that'll allow us to get a few more statues and character designs out month to month. So Batgirl comes out in the fall, Supergirl in the summer, hoping to keep this line rolling along. As we move over to some of our comic-based stuff, so Teen Titans is all the rage right now. We have the Teen Titans Go to the Movies coming out this summer, and then the Titans TV show on the DC Digital Service. This is perfect timing for us to recreate the famous George Perez cover. We're big fans of George Perez, and so we wanted to bring you this multi-part statue. This is 7 individual statues. So if you're just a fan of Cyborg or Beast Boy or whatnot, you can buy those statues as solo statues, and they'll stand on their own. Or you can buy all 7 statues and recreate the cover, and I'll pull this out so you can get a better glimpse of it here, which is just a really nice piece when it's all seen together. So they start coming out in August of 2018, and they'll continue on through November. So Robin and Starfire come out in August. Beast Boy and Cyborg come out in September. Wonder Girl and Kid Flash come out in October, and Raven comes out in November. So we're really kind of pleased with this. A lot of George Perez fans have been very excited about this, and George oversaw the final stage of this, is very happy with the design and the overall look of the statue.
I think my 2 favorite would be Beast Boy and Starfire. Those are phenomenal.
Yes, Beast Boy was a tricky one because he's morphing into it, and we didn't know exactly how best to pull that off. But I think we got it, and it works for the piece. And him coming out with Cyborg at the same time makes a lot of sense. So that's great. We're really excited about it. Down below, Batman Black and White is our longest running statue lines. We've had over 80 statues in the line. And the line just continues on with a lot of great artists. You'll see Becky Cloonan on the far left. We announced that statue at San Diego. Right next to that, though, is Gerard Way, who's been overseeing the Young Animal imprint for DC. He had been working and has been working on a Batman story for a long time. It's a labor of love. But we came across these Batman and Joker concept sketches, and we thought, man, this would be great for the Batman Black and White line. And in the fall of every year, we tend to do a 1-2 from the same artist. So Gerard Way is bringing us Batman and the Joker. He's been great to collaborate with us. Worked on it, every step of the way. And the cape in Batman just has a lot of great detail. There's a map of Gotham actually imprinted, if you can see it there. A map of Gotham imprinted on the inside of the cape. It's just been great, really great. Down the way, Man Who Laughs by Greg Capullo. So Greg has been in the line before, but given the success of this story arc, he's come back and done a sketch for us, and we've turned this into a statue. This is a Toy Fair reveal. It has not been seen anywhere else. We don't have an exact in-store date, but more to come on that one. Really, really great statue. Harley Quinn Red, White, and Black. That is the sister line to Batman Black and White, as we all know. Philip Tan and Michael Turner were some of the best-selling variant covers, so we just decided to pull that straight from the cover. So you have Philip Tan in September of 2018 and Michael Turner in November of 2018. So that line just continues to be great for us. So DC Artist Alley is a passion project for us, and it's a lot of fun, and it's doing things that we've never really been able to do before. So we've been a fan of a lot of artists in Artist Alley. We walk the floor of Artist Alley, and we see artists we want to work with, but we necessarily haven't had the product line for them. So DC Artist Alley helps us recreate that Artist Alley experience and put artists first. So Chris Domingo, who you're looking at there, those are his 3 core figures. They come out this summer. They're limited edition, 3,000 units. We're not making a ton of them at a $40 price point. Those are the core figures, and if you drop down below, you'll see our variant figures, which are black and white Chris Domingo variants. We're only making 500 of those, so the collectability is very high, and staying at the $40 price point. So they're really excited. We're really capturing their art style. They've been great to work with, and if I can show you the packaging right next door for Chris Domingo, basically it's going to come with a sealed door. This is a packaging mock-up, but the final will look very similar to this. It'll be enclosed by a magnet here, so you'll be able to open it up, and on the inside it will come with the artwork that this figure is based on, as well as a blank artist card, so you can go to your local convention where Chris Domingo might be appearing, and you'll be able to pull out that artist card. Go to Chris, get him to draw you a sketch, maybe get him to sign your figure. So it really recreates the Artist Alley experience. On the back, we have a little artist bio about who Chris is, and we'll be doing this for all our figures that come out in this line, so that's really great. And then if you see next to it, so Chris comes out in June. Hananu Nuligan Sulk, a California-based artist that we've run into a number of times. He designed some bookends for us last year of Joker and Harley. We decided he was a perfect fit. His art style was great for this line, so Batman, Joker, and Harley Quinn are his core versions. They are limited edition 3,000 at a $40 price point. They come out in September. Really great detail. He's got a little bit of a graffiti style. We've tried to capture that in these figures sculpted by Paul Harding. Really exciting. Really proud of these figures. And then down below, you'll see his variants, which are also black and white, but unlike Chris's, they're not grayscale. They are strictly black and white, and that's just creates a really stark and powerful image. So those will be limited to 500 units and at a $40 price point. So really excited about that. And then if we swing over to the very end here, Shomer Ase, we've run in as well on so many different occasions, and her art style is really silhouette based with splashes of color. We managed to translate that into 3D form. Really challenging, but I think the reward has been pretty solid, and they just look beautiful. So these are her core figures, 3,000 units at a $40 price point. And then down below, because she comes out in November, we're doing holiday variants, which are really stunning. They almost look like candy in person. I mean, if only they smelled like peppermint or something like that, they'd almost be edible. But $40 price point, 500 units, and that kind of rounds out Artist Alley for this year. But we're hoping to keep it going with more artists and different takes on characters that we're just to get different looks all around.
Now each year with the Artist Alley line, you pick and choose new artists?
Right. So this is the first year we've done it, but we want to offer, you know, a different look for everyone. So, you know, if you know you're not over, you know, if you're not over the moon with one style, then we have something else to offer for you. So we're trying to give something for everybody and keep it limited and collectible. And they're all on the same scale, so they'll all line up. So you could collect them all, but yet they're all personal takes, and we're just gonna keep touring Artist Alley and finding, you know, just somebody that'll give us a different look of characters we've seen for 75 or 80 years. So
and all same scale and same price point.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it works, and they're on common bases. The color of the base might change, like the holiday variants are on white bases, just because that made sense for us. Right, exactly. But overall, it's been really exciting. We just can't wait to see what we can do with it next, if you know what I mean. So.
All right, guys. So that was our tour of the DC Collectibles booth. I'm leaving with this. Mr. J gave it to me. I'm coming for you. I want that. I want that in my house because it's freaking awesome and it's scary as hell. Like I said, there was a bunch of amazing things here. DC Collectibles always knocks it out the park, and especially for the enthusiasts that love the statues, this is where you got to be. So thank you, New York Comic Con 2018. You know where to find me, the Ultimate Toy Collector, Cool Dad Pop Culture Reviews, Toy News International. We got a lot more to see. Stay tuned.